Hey guys, in this video we are going to be making the pants for my crochet doll. To do this we are going to be needing a number 4 medium weight yarn and a 3.75 millimeter hook, and we're going to need about 50 to 75 yards of this yarn. To get started with this, we are going to start with a chain of 38, and if you need to see how to do this or anything else in this video, there will be links for those videos in the description box below. If you like this channel and video, please give this a like and subscribe and leave me a comment to tell me what you think. There is always a link in the description box where you can find the written pattern for this pattern as well as other written patterns and more. And lastly, if you would like to see more of the behind the scenes stuff as well as art that I don't make videos on, you can follow me on Instagram at @thecraftnut. And you can also tag me there with the things that you guys make for my patterns, because I'd love to see your guys' work too. So when you have a chain of 38, we are going to make sure that it is completely straight. And then we are going to slip stitch into the first chain that we worked to form a ring like this. And for round 1, we are going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and we are going to single crochet into the same first stitch, and then we are going to single crochet into the next stitch and each stitch all the way around this chain. When you've made it all the way around that round, we will then slip stitch into the top of the beginning single crochet of the round, and that was the end of round 1. And at the end of that round you should have 38 single crochets all the way around. And also at this point you can try this on your doll by just slipping it over the legs and seeing if it fits around the waist well. I did make this pattern, again based off of the size of my dolls, and I do have a fairly large one and a fairly small one, and this fits over the waist of both of the biggest and smallest dolls that I have. But if you need to change this at all to fit your doll any better, and you need to see how to make shorts or pants for your doll, I do have a video on how to do both of those on my channel in greater detail if you would like to see that. For round 2 through 8, we are going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and we are going to single crochet into the same first stitch and single crochet into the next stitch and each stitch all the way around. And again, we are going to do that for this round, round 2 through round 8. And again, really quickly, before we go too much further with rounds 2 through 8, we are making the body of the pants right now, or shorts, whichever you are wanting to make. So again, this is going to be put onto our doll like this, and this will be the top waist of our pants like this. And so round 2 through 8 is to make this length here where we need to cover until we can connect the pants and make the legs. So again, I said do rounds 2 through 8, but depending on the size of your doll, that may be too long. So if you don't want to do all 8 rounds, depending on where you would like the top of your pants to sit, that is fine. And however many rounds you do is up to you. So again, rounds 2 through 8 are just to cover this area here until we connect the front and back of the pants. So if you do not want to work that many rounds, that is fine. Work as many or as few rounds as you would like. Okay, so I worked 7 rounds, and I feel that this is a decent length for the doll that I'm going to use to model these. So again, I worked 7 rounds to make the length from where I would like the top of my pants to be to the bottom where we are going to connect the front to the back and then work the legs. And at this point, you can choose whether or not you would like to make a pair of pants, a pair of shorts, or a skirt for your doll. So if you would like to make a skirt at this point, you will just continue working these rounds for as many rounds as you would like to get the length for your skirt that you would like. As you can see, I did that here. I didn't actually even count how many rounds this is. I just put it on the doll and decided when I thought that it was long enough. And you can do the same for your doll. And you can also bring this in a little bit as you go down to make it more of a pencil skirt or whatever they are that they are called. And bring a few stitches in to bring this in if you would like. But of course, don't make it too tight around the bottom so that your feet can still fit through. So again, you can go on to work as many rounds as you would like to make a skirt, if that is what you would like. Or you can go on to make a pair of shorts or a pair of pants. So at this point, if you are wanting to make a pair of pants or shorts, we are going to chain one, which does not count as a stitch, and we are going to single crochet into the same first stitch. We are then going to chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're going to skip 18 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, the 19th stitch. So again, slip stitch into that stitch, and that is the connection from the front to the back of our pants, and that creates the leg holes. So now for the first leg, we are going to start right where we left off, and we are going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and we are going to single crochet into this next available stitch on the main part of the shorts. So again, single crochet into that first available stitch, and then we are going to single crochet into the next 17 stitches around the main part of the shorts until you come to this beginning single crochet. So again, single crochet into the next 17 stitches around the main part of the pants or shorts. And when you have come to that beginning single crochet, we are going to single crochet into the top of that single crochet, and then we are going to work 1 single crochet into the 5 chains across the middle until you come back to that beginning single crochet of this round. And when you've made it back to this beginning single crochet of the round, you'll want to slip stitch into the top of the beginning single crochet and not this chain 1. So again, slip stitch into the top of that beginning single crochet, and you should have 24 stitches all the way around this round, the first round of the leg. For round 2 through round 17, we are going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and we're going to single crochet into the same first stitch, and then we're going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around this round until you come back to the beginning single crochet of the round, where you will slip stitch into the top of the beginning single crochet of the round. And again, you will do this through round 17, and this is round 2. But again, really, you can do this however many rounds as you would like. 17 is just the length that works for the model that I am using for these clothes, this doll here. So again, I'm going to work 17 rounds for a pair of pants. Here on these shorts, I worked 7 rounds for the legs. So again, started with the first round just like we did here, and went on to work 7 rounds total for the leg, and then did the same thing for the second leg, which we will do after you have finished this first leg. So again, go on to work this first leg however long you would like it to be, and then we will work the second leg. Okay, so I actually went on to work 18 rounds for the leg of my pants because I again put it on my doll and felt I needed one more round to make a full pant leg, so that is what I did. Every yarn is different, of course, and this is not the yarn that I used to make these pants the very first few times. So with this yarn, I worked 18 rounds for this pair of pants. And when you have the leg of the pants, the length that you would like, we will then finish this first leg off, and you can weave in the ends, and then we will work the second pant leg. For the second pant leg, we are going to start with a slip knot on our hook, and we are going to take our pants, and on the back here, where this string is coming off of, is where the back is. Or really, you can make the back whichever side you would like, but this is where I'm going to say the back is. So with our slip knot on our hook, we are going to come to this first available stitch on the main part of the pants, and we will slip stitch into that stitch. So again, slip stitch into that stitch. And then we are going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and we are going to single crochet into the same first stitch, and then we are going to work 1 single crochet into the next 17 stitches around the main part of the pants like we did on the first leg until you come to this middle chain on the other side. When you have single crocheted into those 17 stitches all the way around, and you are at this chain for the middle now, you will go on to work 1 single crochet into the other side of these 5 chains and into the side of this beginning single crochet, and then we will be back at the beginning single crochet of this round. And when you have made it back to that beginning single crochet of the round, we will then slip stitch into the top of that beginning single crochet, and that is the first round for the second leg. And now we are going to go on to do the exact same thing that we did for the first pant leg. For the second round, chaining 1, which does not count as a stitch, and single crocheting into the same first stitch, and working 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around the round, and slip stitching back into the top of the beginning single crochet of the round. Again, for this second pant leg, you should have 24 single crochets all the way around. And again, for this second pant leg, you will now go on to work the same amount of rounds for this pant leg as you did the first pant leg. Something that I did not yet mention also is, like for the skirt, if you would like your pant leg to not be straight all the way down, you can bring a few stitches together in a couple of rounds on the way down. Make sure that you do not bring it in too far so that the foot can still fit through, because at this point the foot barely fits through this hole as it is, at least for my dolls. So again, just keep measuring it and making sure that the foot can fit through if you are going to be bringing stitches together. When you have worked your second pant leg to be the same length as the first, you will finish off your work, and of course weave in all of your ends. And that's all there is to it. So I hope that that was helpful and enjoyable for you. If it was, please hit that sub, like, and bell button and leave me a comment to tell me what you think. I hope that you guys go on to create many more amazing things. And until next time, guys, I'll see ya.